Hi everybody, Justin here from Playing Board Games. We're doing a Choose Your Own Adventure, The House of Danger. We're on Chapter 1, otherwise known as The Grounds. I'm Justin. I'm going to be running through this alone, first on my own, and then we're going to do it with other people. So, the rules are simple. We draw the first card of the book. The Grounds. It's a Tuesday morning in late June, and you wake up in a cold sweat. The nightmares came again last night. Even though you are an inspiring detective and psychic investigator, you haven't been able to make sense of the haunting dreams you've had the past few weeks. Time roller, how's it going? In your dreams, you keep seeing the same spooky house. You're still shivering under the covers when you hear the phone ring down in your basement. Continued on the back. Where you have your combination office and research laboratory. You dash down to the lab to answer it. I need, a weak voice says when you pick up the receiver. I need your help. You hear a loud click, and the phone goes dead. But you were prepared. While the caller was talking, you activated your high-speed telephone tracing device. It instantly displays the caller's number, 555-7259. You call back the number right away, but there's no answer. After consulting the tall stacks of reverse phone books behind your desk, you are disappointed to learn that the number is unlisted. You sense that the phone call is somehow related to your nightmares. Later, while at the Hedgebrook police station to return a night scope you borrowed for a recent stakeout, you describe the mysterious phone call and your recurring dreams to your friend, Sergeant Morrison. That call does sound strange, he says. We'll look into it. And about that house in your dreams, a voice says from the hallway. I wonder if you're dreaming about the Marsden home on the edge, out on Hedgebrook Road. Detective Murphy sticks his mustached face into the room. Modern house, ornate gate. That sounds like the Marsden place, all right, says Sergeant Morrison. Strange things are reported to be happening out there. Detective Murphy takes a puff on his pipe. That place is haunted, he says. I know it sounds unprofessional, but I've had a file on the Marsden house for years, and I'm sure of it. He waves a folder in front of your eyes, and a phone number written on the front jumps out at you. It matches the one from the mysterious phone call. So the call was related to your nightmares. Your psychic sense were right. Grab clue 26 to discover your goal. Our goal is to get inside the Marsden house. Back at home, you grab a bottle of water and your trusty pocket knife, preparing for a new investigation. Half an hour later, you stand before the Marsden residence, which appears exactly as it did in your nightmares. The house's futuristic look is a strange contrast to the antiquated appearance of the stone wall and the wrought iron gate, which is locked shut and wrapped in steel chains. Even though the air is balmy, a chill travels down your spine. The gathering clouds on the horizon hint at a brewing thunderstorm. So, we can now choose to, if we search the wall for a way in, go to story card 13. But if we want to climb the gate, we can go to story card 7. So, this is our new goal. We have to just get inside the Marsden house. I am not one to want to climb the gate because I am weak physically. Mentally, I'm a bit stronger, but not even strong there. So instead, I think I'm going to search the wall for a way in. So that's going to be story card 13. Moving along the mossy stone wall that surrounds the property, you come across a jagged opening created by fallen rocks. It's just big enough for you to squeeze through. Once on the other side of the wall, you find yourself standing in a cobblestone plaza surrounded by marble and bronze figures. Most of the sculptures depict men gazing off into the distance, as if pondering the deeper meaning of it all. But at the edge of the courtyard is a monumental statue of a man atop a muscular steed. To your right, a stony pathway leads away from the statuary and into a picturesque garden where topiary bushes have been trimmed into whimsical shapes. There he is. If you inspect the statue of the man on the horse, go to card 4. If you walk toward the topiary bushes, we're going to go to card 15. So, I don't know what you're thinking of this dude right here, but I'm thinking we're going to check him out. I think he has a good look to him. The horseman is a dashing, bearded Civil War soldier, his bronze face stoic. He holds out a cavalry saber toward the brooding sky. The sword's edge glints in the weak sunlight that penetrates the thickening clouds above. The sword looks almost new. At the base of the statue is a plaque that proclaims this is a memorial to Henry Marsden. The plaque reads, Henry Marsden, born 1839, died 1887. General in the Union Army during the Civil War, severely wounded at the Battle of Shiloh in 1862. Appointed warden of Hedgebrook Prison in 1880. To your left is the entrance to a hedge maze. To your right is a grain picket fence with a rickety wooden gate. You can see 2 stone angel statues, and beyond them, a cemetery. Continuing on back. Optional challenge. Search the monument's base, or climb the statue to examine the saber. So I was never good at climbing things. We knew about this. So as we can see, these are both optional, and I can do each of them if I want. If I win, I'm going to get a clue 18 and 2, depending on the challenge respectively. But if I lose, my danger meter is going to go up. So there's one thing that you can't see, I'm just going to slide over here, about the danger meter. So the psychic meter goes up pretty normal, but the danger meter goes 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the difficulty in which I have to succeed a challenge. I need to get equal to or greater than the current danger level in order to succeed. If I fail, I fail. If I get equal to or greater, I get the reward. If we ever hit the top, I lose 2 psychic points, and then this slides all the way back down. Just so you know. So when I say the danger meter goes up and it doesn't go beyond 3, don't panic. So, get our items back here. I think I'm going to search the monument's base. I don't think I really want to climb the statue. Like I said, I'm playing in this that I'm not a climber. I'm playing it myself. I got a 5, so I'm going to draw clue 18. Okay, let's see this. When you inadvertently press a hidden switch, the statue slides to one side, revealing a cement passage. Place the new story choice below at the bottom of story card 4. This option may be considered when you are ready to make your story choice. Or, so now I can either go to the hedge maze, go to the cemetery, or if I want to see where the hidden passage leads, I'm going to go to story card 28. So I just spent time activating that, so we're going to go to 28. Let's have some fun. Oh, there's a sword in one of the pictures, so maybe I actually want the sword. I've already made my choice to go on, so we're just going to take this. You creep through the darkness and find the cement walls end as natural stone and earth begin. Occasional vents to the surface let in just barely enough light to see by. Ahead, you glimpse the warm firelight of torches. You come to a fork in the tunnel lit by the dancing flames. One tunnel descends deeper and is half filled with water. You could swim through it, but you can't see where the tunnel leads or how far it goes. Another tunnel looks partially caved in. Tiny clumps of earth periodically fall from the ceiling as you approach this tunnel, and several of the supports that hold the tunnel's walls have gaping cracks in them. Spooky. Now I just have to, Julie texted me, and I just need to make sure everything's okay. She just wanted me to know that she bought some shoes. Okay, so I can either dive in the water-filled tunnel or partially collapsed tunnel. So I saw in our nightmare there was that swirling water pool, so I'm going to go for 22. Mustering all your courage, mustering all the courage you can, you dive into the watery tunnel. There is just enough room in the tunnel above the water for you to lift your head between strokes and take a breath, the breaststroke. Eventually, the tunnel drops lower and lower until it's completely submerged underwater. You hold your breath, dive down, and look around. After about 30 feet, the tunnel opens to a bigger body of water. A pond, or pool, with sunlight beaming into it. You pop up for air. Well, I've come this far, you think. You're ready to chance it. You take a deep breath and dive back down. You get 10 feet in, 15 feet, 25 feet. Just as you're about to exit the underwater tunnel, something tugs on your leg. You can't tell if it's an animal or if you're caught in an underwater vine. Okay, required escape. We have to draw a clue if we win, or if we lose, we have to increase the danger meter by 4. Mustard your carriage. It's how you keep your carriage running optimally. We're going to use our pocket knife to add 1 to this. Of note, if we roll a 1, it's an instant fail and I lose my pocket knife in the water. So let's not do that. What did I just say? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Our danger meter is now 4, and I've lost my pocket knife right off the bat. So we have to try again as per the rules. That's a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 5 difficulty now. We can do this. Just making it suspenseful. That's a 5, so we're going to grab clue 20. Lost my pocket knife off the river. It's a nightmare. The thing, whatever it is, wraps more tightly around your leg. It's pulling you down. Another tendril, or tentacle, slides around your neck. You pry it off, and with the last of your strength, you give a powerful kick and you're free. Just like that, the thing is gone. You emerge to the swimming pool with a lush pool house next to it. Lower the danger meter by 2. We're still at 5. And then I go to, story card 23. It's obvious that nobody has cleaned the pool in ages. The water is a murky green and the surface is littered with leaves and branches. Ripples pulse outward from the center of the pool. Out of nowhere, you hear a commotion. You look inside. You look around and wonder if it's coming from inside the pool house nearby. Then, you see movement on top of a gazebo in the distance. Someone, or something, is engaged in a struggle up there. Maybe they need your help. Then again, if you offer assistance, you might end up needing help yourself. Optional challenge. Investigate the ripples in the pool. So we're going to actually investigate the ripples in the water. These are just Eldritch Horror luck, and I'm good at these. No, I rolled a 3. So we raise the danger meter by 2, and we can try again. I'm going to. Danger is now 6. Oh, wow, we did it. So if we win, we lower the danger meter by 2, which puts us back to 5. And then we get clue 8. You walk down the steps into the water and see what's making the waves. A strange, whirring metal sphere, slightly bigger than a softball. You impulsively grab it. The sphere vibrates in your hands. There are 2 buttons on it. You press one, nothing happens. You press the other and the sphere continues to vibrate. Instinctively, you press both buttons at the same time, after blowing in it, and the sphere stops moving and begins to glow. Gain clue 21. Spooky. Whirring metal sphere. So, your psychic sense tells you this is an important item. Keep this item and then move 3 spaces forward on the psychic track. That's awesome. I'm actually really happy about that. Okay, so now we can go to the pool house, or we can go straight to the action at the gazebo. So, I think we're going to actually go to the pool house first. So that's story card 11. You can tell that the pool house was once quite luxurious. It contains half a dozen private rooms with showers, as well as an ornate mahogany bar in the common area. It must have been fun to hang out in this place in its glory days. Those thoughts fade as the sounds of a disturbance erupt from the top of the gazebo in the distance. And now, creepily enough, you can hear a lone violin playing a soothing melody. So we can either go to the gazebo or the violin. I am one for the scariness of the violin. It sounds like it's a fucking nightmare demon violinist playing. So we're going to go check that out. That seems pretty fun. Let's go to card 17. You move further and further toward the hypnotic sound of the distant violin, which is oddly calming and uplifting, even as the winds increase around you. You notice there's a driveway up in the distance, but before you get there, you arrive at a horse stable with an open gate. Inside, sitting on a stool, is the source of the violin music. A chimpanzee playing his heart out, a soulful expression on his face. The chimp is fully committed to the music. You have never heard such an emotional performance. It's beautiful. So we can either leave the stable and run to the driveway. Bored and drunk, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate it. Welcome to the goddamn table. It's a pleasure to have you tonight. So we can either leave the stable and run to the driveway, or we can tiptoe through the gate to experience the full power of the performance. So I know my goal is to get inside of the Marsden house, but I love side quests, and this monkey playing a violin seems like a great side quest. So let's do it. Let's have some fun. Oh, it's not good, I'll tell you that much. You tiptoe through the open gate, eager to hear the finale of the chimp's violin piece. Quietly, quietly. With your third step, you trigger a motion sensor light that completely illuminates the interior of the building. Apparently, this is no stable. It's a kennel. 20 Doberman pinschers were peacefully enjoying the concert, but now they glare at you with anger in their eyes. The chimp frowns and slowly points his violin bow towards you. The Dobermans respond and rush to attack you, then eat you alive. The last thing you see is the chimpanzee violinist laughing at your fate. So embarrassing. Move back one space on the psychic scale. Ouch. And return to story card 17. So, we have been here before. We are going to not do side quests anymore. That's what I'm learning. We're going to go to the stable and go to the driveway. Oh, look at that. You appear in a driveway, which leads you to the mansion's entrance. On the door is a plaque that reads Marsden and a large crystal door knocker which seems newer than everything else on the front of the building. You knock loudly, many times, but there's no answer. The storm is really picking up now. You try the doorknob and surprised to find that the door is unlocked. You've been lucky enough so far, but you wonder if you've missed something. Before you enter the house, you look back. You can see a few clear paths. One leads towards a statuary, another to a small cemetery. 2 more paths stretch out toward a watery ditch with a gate and a house luxurious pool. You can go back and explore if you want. So this is a story return. And no matter what happens, it's going to make it harder for me. My danger meter is going to go all the way up to 6. Which, is it good for me to do this? Like, is it good for me to explore, or should I just go ahead? I have to eventually make my way back to this, otherwise I'm going to keep getting stuck. I got the worried metal sphere, that seems good. I don't have any other items though, and I would love something. So I think I am going to just raise my danger meter up to 6. The danger level. And we're going to go to the cemetery. Passing between a pair of stone angels, you enter an old family cemetery. There's a marble mausoleum in the center of the cemetery. A short set of stairs leads into the shadowy interior. Next to where you stand, a freshly dug grave yawns in the pale sunlight. It's unsettling to think of climbing into it, but you see something shiny embedded in the dirt walls. Alright, we're going to go for the mausoleum. Because I think going in the grave is just going to cause me to be in my own grave. So that's card 5. Sorry, I'm just going to have to fix this. Oopsie. Oh, yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine as it is. The mausoleum interior feels musty and cool. Something is dripping from the ceiling and landing in the corner with a plink, which is odd, given that it hasn't started raining yet. You also notice the mausoleum is bigger on the inside than the outside suggested. A stone sarcophagus lies before you in the center of the chamber with the word Marsden carved into it. It appears that the others have been in the mausoleum recently. There's a freshly dug pit to the side of the sarcophagus, and an elaborate tunnel has been dug into the ground beside the nearby wall. You can see the tunnel is lined with cement. Alright. We're going to remove the stone lid of the sarcophagus. Because worst case scenario, it just goes back down to 3. Best case scenario, we succeed. That's a 2. So this goes up there. Our danger meter is going to go back to 3. And our psychic scale is also going down to 3. We're going to try to break in again. Oh my god. I'm really bad at this. Let's go again. I want to die. So we're at 5, but I'm going to drink this water to lower it by 3. 1, 2, 3. Just to put it back down to 4. 50% chance we can do this. There we go. We're going to grab clue 16. Bonus story choice. It takes some muscle, but you manage to remove the lid and are surprised to find that not only is there no body, but an opening to a secret passageway. It offers to get another way out of the mausoleum. So we can go to 24. I'm just going to see if 24 is one we've been to. We have been to 24. Oh no, draw clue 24. We're going to draw clue 24. Location 24 was the goddamn monkey playing the violin, like a little bee with an itch. You travel through the tunnel for what feels like forever. The light disappears, and the tunnel eventually ends. You feel frightened and trapped. You want to run back and try the other routes to the mausoleum. Before you go, you feel around in the dark. There's nothing in front of you or to the sides. But you discover a mossy hatch in the tunnel ceiling. You turn the handle, and the hatch opens to a grassy patch, the entrance to a hedge maze. We're going to location 12, story card 12. So discard this, discarded. The hedge maze is massive. Its thick hedge walls are twice as tall as you, but don't seem stable enough to climb, so you'll have to solve this labyrinth in the old-fashioned way. You take a deep breath to steady your nerves and head through the maze's entrance. If you go to the left, draw clue 9. If you go to the right, draw clue 1. We're going to go to the left, because James would want to go left, and that's how James works. You turn and follow a path deeper into the maze. You feel like you're going in the right direction. So we're going to go left. I'm picturing it. I'm going to go left again. I'm just going to keep going left. Because left will eventually make it out. So that's going to be clue 11. Ooh, you keep going and going. It seems like you just walked in the circle. Raise your danger meter by 2 and draw card 12. So our danger meter is still 4. You feel like you might be getting to the edge of the maze. So we're going to go left this time, because let's go right, left, right. Sorry, left, right, left. That's going to be a clue 13. Finally, you see it, the end of the maze. Go to story card 18. You finally come to the end of the hedge maze. It exits toward a pool house. A short stone pedestal stands in front of you with a metal lockbox on top. Perhaps someone wants to reward you for navigating the accursed maze, though the whole thing does seem suspicious. Looking toward the pool house, you see its door is barely hanging from its hinges. There's also a gate that leads, you assume, directly to the pool. So, they say it's suspicious, but I'm going to open it anyway, because I'm dumb, and I see no risks. So the truck key, not only is the lockbox open, but inside you find a key to a truck. Your psychic senses tell you this is important. Keep this item and move 2 spaces forward on the psychic scale. Then we get to go back to this. So we can either explore the pool house or walk through the gate around the pool. So we've been here before. So I think we're going to go to the pool house this time. We're here to explore. That's why we did this. Oh no, 11's the scary violin. I think I got one more thing. I think I'm happy to leave where it is. So we're going to go and hear the violin, but instead we're going to go investigate the gazebo for this one. Which I think was, no, the other one was the pool. You sprint to the gazebo, practically pushed along by the winds that are picking up. A light sprinkling of rain splatters the ground as you run. You make it to the shelter of the structure, and the mayhem occurring above you on the roof increases intensity. Who is up there, and what are they doing, you wonder? You notice a driveway about 20 feet away. If you're level 2 or higher on the psychic scale, we are 5, we get a draw clue 27. Oh. We get this. It's a weird premonition. So we have that now. So we can either climb on top of the gazebo to see what's going on, or we can run to the driveway. So the driveway will take us back. I honestly think I'm okay to just call it. I'm not worried about what's on top of that gazebo. So we're going to go to story card 30, which is this one. So otherwise, you may advance to chapter 2. Keep all inventory items. We've been here before. We get to the door, we knock, knock, knock. The door is unlocked. So we're going to go inside. So you may advance to chapter 2. Yay. Keep all inventory items. So we have a truck key, a whirring metal sphere, and a premonition. So let's see what happens in episode 2, which is called The Mansion.